Hello, Libra. It is time for your March 2025 reading. We're going to start off, as usual, with an energy card or an oracle card. These are actually astrology cards to see what kind of energy you'll be working with here in the month ahead. And you have Gemini. Card 2. No, it's not card 2. Haha. That's on me. That's the sign for Gemini. Okay. Gemini energy. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. So this is going to be a month or maybe you're dealing with it's a mutable sign too. So there could be an issue with some changing your mind or maybe somebody changing their mind on you. And communication here is going to be really, really important. You need to be making sure, okay, you need to make sure you are being clear about something you need or want to do. You may even have to get into the planning of it or initiate things with this other person to get the ball moving. Because maybe they're the ones who are being indecisive or can't make up their minds. They may be wanting to do everything, but there just isn't time to do everything. So choices are going to have to be made. That's the vibe I'm getting for the most part. Is yes, it'd be great to do everything, but we're going to have to narrow down the options here. And we're going to have to come to a decision or an agreement on what it is we all want to do or we both want to do. This may be a couple thing or two people involved in making this decision. And this could be a partner, this could be a friend, this could also be a work situation where maybe there are so many ideas and you're brainstorming, but nobody's picking an option to get the ball rolling to accomplish things. Feels like you want to get some stuff done. But first, you have to make a choice on what exactly to accomplish. Now, you are also an air element, but you're the cardinal. You are the initiator. You're the starter. So maybe you are the one who's going to have to make the decision once you hear all the options before you. But you also want to make sure you get clarity on those. So because you like balance, yes. Sometimes, yes, people can perceive Libra as wishy-washy or indecisive, when in reality, you just want to be confident that the decision you're making is well thought out and the best one that you can make with the information you have at the time. So ask all the questions, get all the details, and then you get to make the choice. Because no one else is going to make it. So you need to take the initiative here and leverage that Libra energy to get it done or get it started at least. All right, let's see what your tarot cards are. We have the Ten of Blues, the King of Axes, the Eight of Roots, the Queen of Jazz, and the Four of Jazz. Okay. Wow, I do love these cards. So, I'm going to take just a second here. I might come back to you because the energy is just vibing off these cards. So I think this is about making decisions, having a lot of choices and having to choose, and that process of evaluating. Because this deck in particular mentions a key component on some of the cards, which is porches. Because they are part of the home, but they are outside of the home. They are still connected to the home, to the heart. But yet at the same time, they are separate. It's like a liminal space, which I kind of think having to make a choice or a decision, you have not made it yet. So it's in that liminal space and having to process things and consider options. There's also the aspect of the porch of communication both with those within the home and those that are just passing by on the sidewalk. So you may need to ask questions from somebody outside of the group to get more information. So if you feel like you're missing a key piece of information before you make a decision, look outside of the group. Look for information from an external source, and that's going to help you come to the right decision. Okay, so that felt like something I needed to bring up to the top. Now let's get into the individual cards. So we're starting off here with this 10 of blues. Blues in this deck represent cups, which are emotions, intuition, imagination. A 10 of cups, though, is like a happy family card. So 10 of blues, this is a happy family in their element with the people that they love, supporting each other, knowing that they have a place to call home, or people that give them a place to call home. So this is something, it may be because this is also the porch card, that maybe you just bounce ideas off of someone in your family. So if this is a work issue, maybe you're just slinging ideas or talking about this thing that you're working on at work, and maybe somebody just throws off a crazy redundant idea or question, and that's your trigger. That's what gets you what you need. That's the final piece you need. This is where you're going to find your inspiration here in this month. Is this place where you can just be you, talk about anything, and exchange ideas freely without judgment. Where you can be inspired. And then we have the King of Axes. Axes are the equivalent of swords. So this is an air element. This is the king. So this is very much leader energy. It is more authoritative. It is the masculine aspect of leadership. This person is very decisive. They are very, they have a lot of conviction when they make that decision. It's when they make their choice, that is it. That is the choice. That is the option. That is final. They go by facts and figures. They have no emotional attachment to the outcome. They have an expected outcome. They expect people to follow through on the plan in order to achieve the ultimate goal. But they're not emotionally attached to the process or even potentially to the people involved. They just want to get it done. So this may be the person that you are answerable to, or that you're working with in some way, who wants you to come up, make a choice here. Because once you make the choice, then they can start putting a plan in place or taking action on it, figuring out what it's going to cost, etc. So you're holding them up a little bit in their viewpoint because you haven't given them a decision yet. So you need to be really mindful of the fact that this person could have an impact on other moves you want to make if you don't just get on it and get it done quickly. And so this might be a stress point here where your family is helping de-stress you, and they'll give you that key that you need to make the choice that this person needs you to make based on the information that you're getting from the rest of the team or from elsewhere. So this person maybe, its a vibe is a little bit impatient, drumming their fingers a little bit, like, are we ready yet? Let's go. I want to get this done by a certain date, but we're waiting on you for this. Even though you may be on time with your deadline, they would love it if you could get it done a little quicker and be ahead of deadline. That would tickle them pink, if you will. So they can seem very abrupt in their communication, but they are also, communication is their thing. So they're going to be very concise. They will let you know what their expectations are, and they will be very clear expectations. So if you are finding delays in any way, you need to communicate those with this person ASAP and let them provide a logical, non-emotional reason for the delay. So facts and figures to back up whatever's going on. And that will appease them. What will be noted, and maybe it is your communication style or the way that you are able to just step up and take the lead on communication and status updates and things like that, gets you some recognition here as being a master of your craft. Even if there is a delay, if you're able to clearly communicate that and the reasons why, this person will have a lot of respect for you. And I think that gets you this recognition here. This person who is become an expert that other people go to for advice for how do you do that? How do we do this? Can you make this decision here based on your experience? And maybe that's why the ultimate decision is being left up to you, is based on your experience, based on your knowledge. So you're the one others are looking to for advice, or even to fill in gaps in information, or to come up with a unique solution, which again, your family unit or what your home in some way can contribute to that. So keep that in mind. Don't shy away from this recognition. Just accept it and keep moving as who you are. Just keep being you. That's how you gain respect. And that's how your reputation grows, is you just do it. You just know what to do. You know how to say things. You know how to communicate it in just the right way. And you know when to make the decision. Key point there too. And then we have this Queen of Jazz. Jazz are the equivalent of wands or fire element. This could be the Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius, or somebody with strong fire placements or Mars placements in their chart. She is very confident. She is also a leader at the same level as the king, but it's a more nurturing leadership style or vibe. Definitely that feminine energy. The counterpart, if you will, to the King of Axes. She can be very enthusiastic. She seems fearless. If she has a goal or something she decides she wants to do, she's just going to do it. And she'll figure it out as she goes, if she needs to, if she doesn't already have experience in that area. She's not afraid to take risks. This may be somebody you can bounce a couple of the ideas off of to get their vibe, if you will, on each of the options, if you need that. And even if you don't, they are on your side. This is somebody who is supporting you unconditionally. They want to see you succeed. They want to see you go for it. They want to see you take chances. Now, that night might not be your way, and they're okay with that, but they are in your corner. So if you need to leverage somebody in authority to help move things along, this would be a person you could go to. Because they are not afraid to speak out. They can be very bold, and they will say what needs to be said, maybe in a much more blunt and, well, it'll definitely have more of the authority behind it to give it extra punch. So if you're getting any pushback on the decision that you ultimately come up with, because nobody else is willing to make the decision, so you make it, you call it. If you're getting pushback from somebody else because they're really passionate about this other idea, but it doesn't make sense from your point of view based on the information you have now, and this extra bit of magic that you got from family that helped lead you to your decision, this person will say, nope, that's the choice we're going for. You could have, if that was what you wanted, then you could have taken the initiative to choose this last week. Nobody made a choice last week. This week we have a choice. She made that choice. That's what we're sticking with. This person can help reinforce that decision and support you for it. And then we celebrate the Four of Jazz. Four of Jazz, or Four of Wands, is the equivalent, and maybe that this is what this whole thing has been about, of a marriage, of bringing two different communities, two different families together to create something new. So it's like a merger. So maybe this has to do with mergers and acquisitions in some way. Maybe this is literally a marriage and somebody had to make the choice on the cake, or had to make a choice on adjusting some decorations or something like that. Or make a choice on the music that needed to be involved. And you made the ultimate choice here because somebody had to make it, because we're running out of time. Because here, by the end of the month, is the event. So you helped make this a success. You helped make it happen. And now you get to enjoy it. You get to just sit on your laurels a little bit and celebrate and participate and have a good time. Because that was the whole purpose of this. And maybe that's the piece of magic or whatever you get from the family, from your home, from that inspiration, from that external source, is ultimately, well, what's the purpose of this event that you're throwing? And based on your options, well, why wouldn't you go with that one that matches the purpose of the event? Kind of vibe. You'll know the right thing. You'll make the right choice. And this will be a success. And it will be a happy occasion. And everyone will celebrate and enjoy themselves. And that, Libra, is what I have for you for your March reading. Please hit that like button. Please share this with others. Please comment below if this resonates with you or not, and because the YouTube algorithm likes that. And please subscribe to help me grow my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you later.